Cheers. So there's this running joke in my family that when I have a lot of caffeine, then I'm like pumped up and I talk a lot. So I thought it'd be funny to do like a little sit down chat video while I'm drinking coffee. We're in Portland for the summer, so we don't have our espresso machine. It's in storage in Florida, and it's really depressing. I really miss my lattes, but generic coffee is just gonna have to do. Anyway, so I want to talk about the struggles of starting a small business. I feel like no one talks about these things, but like everyone has to go through them, right? But everyone always says, chase your dreams. You can do anything you want to do. Just put your mind to it. And like, that's great. Very positive thing to think and to tell yourself. But like, it's just hard. For one, am I not the only one who's always thinking, am I even good enough to do this? Am I good enough to charge money for my artwork? I mean, I hope so, but how am I supposed to know? Especially when everyone's like, just start. Like, you don't have to be perfect, just start. But like, I need to be decent, right? Like, how do I know that what I'm putting out is gonna be popular? And how do I know that people will actually want to spend their own dollar bills on my product? Especially because everyone's always like, stop procrastinating, stop waiting till everything's perfect, just go, just start, which I did. City living. Anyway, I did that. I didn't keep putting it off. I just started. I started my Etsy shop and I've started selling stuff. But how do I know that it's like at a high enough quality? If I didn't spend months perfecting it, how do I know that it's a high enough quality to sell? I guess you don't. You just gotta go for it. The second thing that no one talks about is the time commitment. I am a full-time college student. I have a part-time job and I have a social life, or at least I try to have one. And I also have other commitments that are not work related, but kind of school related, but they're not courses, but like they're to get more experience, whatever. That takes up time too. So it kind of like comes down to, you know, you only have so much time. So you kind of just have to sacrifice time from other things to be able to pursue a small business like this. And you just have to hope it pays off, I guess. But that's the thing. What if it doesn't? What if I invest a ton of my time into this and it doesn't go anywhere and it's just a waste of years of my life? I feel like the only people that you actually hear talk about this are the people who made it. But then it's like, where are all the ones who didn't? You're not hearing from them because they didn't make it. Sorry, can you tell I'm already pumped up on caffeine? I'm being a negative Nancy over here. I'm just saying, these are the real things that go through my head when I'm trying to pursue a small business. It's hard. No one talks about it. And the third and final thing is money. No one talks about money. To get started, you need at least a little bit of money to invest into products and things to start your business. And it's scary to invest money into something that isn't paying off right now and that you don't know will pay off, especially when you don't have that much money to begin with, especially when you're a broke college student. This is why I've kind of been pursuing the digital product side of Etsy. I have had dreams for years of selling physical products on Etsy. I've had about a gazillion ideas float through my head, but I'm just scared to commit to any of them because physical products require that investment of money when you don't know that it's going to pay off, and that's kind of scary. You gotta get materials to make the products, you gotta invest in packaging supplies, you gotta pay to ship stuff to customers unless you want to charge them, but everyone gets turned off when it doesn't say free shipping. Plus, like, I feel like it's a lot of work and it might not pay off money-wise for a while, because I just feel like people don't value artists' work very much. Like, I feel like the general public just doesn't view artwork as high and with as much value as it should. Like, art is hard and it requires a lot of time and effort and skill and years of practice and skill development. That doesn't just come overnight. Like, that's really hard to do, and I feel like people just don't want to pay for that. But anyway, that's kind of a side tangent, not super relevant. What's most relevant is just investing money into something that isn't going anywhere yet. For example, I could invest money into Etsy ads for my listings because I'm not investing money into materials or packaging materials or whatever, since I'm doing digital products. But then that's still scary, because it's like, what if you pay all this money to advertise your listings through Etsy and then you still don't make more sales? Then you're just wasting the only bit of money that you have. Anyway, those are the things that go through my head whenever I start getting overwhelmed or discouraged with starting a small business. It is, am I good enough to charge for my work? The time that I will invest, is it going to pay off? And the money that I will invest, will I make enough money to earn it back and then make profit? And I feel like no one talks about those things, so I wanted to talk about them because why not? Also, pumped up on caffeine, don't forget.